Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vlog. My baby just woke up from her nap. It is a Thursday afternoon. My son is not yet home from school, and so I thought this is normally the time that I'd give my baby a bath, so why don't you join me for that experience and see how I give bath. I'll show you some of the products that I use. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two from having bathed the baby.
So as I said, she just woke up from her nap. Usually she's a really happy baby. She has no issues with waking up. In fact, sometimes I don't even hear her. She's not even crying. So I give her a kiss just because I'm obsessed with this little girl, and I start undressing her. I try to be playful because when she was first born, she hated baths. There wasn't a single bath that she didn't cry for. So I've come up with this routine, and it seems to work for us. Now, I would advise that you don't necessarily do what I'm doing because I started by undressing her just because she woke up before I was able to actually prepare for the bath. But what I would actually recommend that you do is coming up next. I recommend that you prepare for the bath before baby wakes up or while baby is occupied otherwise, so that way you don't have like baby getting tired or getting hungry, getting fussy or whatever while you are still prepping for bath, so not even giving baby a bath. So forgive the slanted footage, I just propped my camera up wherever I could, and now I'm laying down a wet pad so that my bed doesn't get wet, and I'm putting down her towel, and then I'm going to just grab everything that I'm going to need for the bath and after. So this includes her pajamas, I have lotion and oil that I'm going to show you a little bit later. Let's see what else. I've got diaper cream, I think a diaper and a bib, a washcloth, just everything that you'll need for the bath and after. I have it set out so that you're not hopping off the bed, leaving her unattended, or leaving her in the bathtub unattended, just because safety first, you want to make sure baby is safe. So here I'm filling up her bathtub, and I actually transitioned from moving her out of the bathtub. Before here she was a little bit smaller, so she wasn't making as much of a mess. So I'd move her little tub, once it's full of water, straight to the stool that I have set out right by my bed. I have hardwood floor, so it's not so bad for me, no carpet to ruin. And as I said before, she was small, so she didn't make much of a mess. But now here I'm testing the water temperature. Again, it makes sense to do this while you're in the bathtub. And that's a neat trick, is if you use your elbow, then you can make sure that the water's not too hot. And then afterwards, you get to put little baby into the bathtub. Now you'll see that I am really trying to prevent anybody from seeing anything indecent here, so you won't see much of naked baby today, but she really enjoys this part. I splash her with water, I talk to her, I sing to her, I make it fun for her. So the first thing you do is you start off with a wet washcloth and you wash her face, and the trick is to start washing from the top down. And so I wash her face, get her a little bit wet, and then I'm going to start by washing her hair after, but at that point I'm just going to be adding the soap. So I brought this soap in with me. It's Alaffia. It's like a shea butter soap. It smells so good. I brought that in from the States, and I'm not sure which other alternatives are available here in Kenya, but I'd highly recommend it if you're able to get a hold of that soap. It's wonderful. It's a soap and shampoo combo, and so you'll see here that I'm adding it to her hair. I'm giving her a nice little scrub, and then I'll wash the rest of her body, which I'm not going to do on camera, just to give her a little bit of decency. So here it's at the end of our bath, and what I like to do is I like to continue the play. You can tell she's really enjoying herself. There's a lot of splashing. She's looking up at me and she's smiling. I sing to her, I joke with her, I splash water on her face, and I know that kind of sounds funny, but she really enjoys it, and I'm glad that she does, because it means that she's getting used to the water. Some kids don't like the sensation of having water on their face or on their ears, but mine loves it, and I've turned it into a game, and I hope to continue that. So now that I'm done and she's all rinsed off, I'm going to turn on the heater that's right at the head of my bed. I don't put it right next to where I'm going to lie her because I don't want her to burn. This thing gets hot. Just checking the temperature to see that it's actually blowing warm air. And then I place her onto the towel and onto the wet pad. Now, I don't want her at the edge of the bed. I actually want her closer towards the middle because I don't want her to roll over. As your child gets older, you may have to, stick with them and not have to pour out water like I just did. I'm lucky that as soon as I wrap mine up, she can't really move. So I'm starting off with this Johnson's lotion. It's Cotton Touch. It's in really, really nice formula. I've used this with my oldest and now with my baby. It looks thick-y, but it actually comes on pretty light once it's rubbed in, and it's very moisturizing. I've never had an issue with this, no allergens, and I myself have actually some skin issues, and so I have to be very careful with what products I use, but my babies seem to agree with it, and I'm going to continue using it until they run out. So I use this time to also examine her skin to make sure she has no other issues, and I also get to play with her, so I'm really going to keep taking advantage of this time that I have alone with her to give her a bath and just enjoy ourselves together. And she is such a delight. My husband takes his time off from work to come and enjoy and interact with her as well. So the second product that I use on her skin is this Johnson's Baby Oil Gel. It is just like the regular baby oil, but because it's a bit thicker, it's a gel consistency. It doesn't slip and slide all over. You won't get it all over your clothes, all over the bed or whatever. I also like this one because it doesn't have the traditional baby oil scent. It's actually lavender scented, which is calming and perfect for just before bedtime. Now, that may not be relevant for us because it's the middle of the afternoon, but still, I think it's a great thing to add on and, to continue with the calming part of our bath time. Also, this baby oil gel is perfect for sealing in the moisture of the lotion that I put on just before. I really, really enjoy myself. I tickle her, I play with every single part of her, and she loves it too. I think she really enjoys getting this special attention and all of the interaction during this time, and that has really helped us to make bath time way more enjoyable. So the last product I'm going to use is this A&D ointment. I prefer this lanolin formula over other diaper cream formulas just because this can be used on places more than just the diapering areas, just because I use it on places that are prone to rash. So you can see it's kind of thick. It's like a thicker version of a Vaseline, and I like using this both on her diaper, like on her bum, but also on places that are very wet. I've got a juicy baby, and so she can drool quite a bit. I place this on her neckline where drool tends to pool so that she doesn't get like a drool rash, and any other place that she tends to be kind of juicy on. As you can see, I'm using Nip Nap diapers, and I prefer the regular diapers over the training pants just because it's easier to change her. But now I want to shift my attention to her hair. I'm going to kind of move some of the wet things out of the way. I'm going to fold over the changing pad so that my bed is still saved, and I move the towel out of the way. The only product I use on her hair right now is coconut oil. Just use a little bit, less than like a teaspoonful. That tiny little red thing is her comb, which I find to be so hilarious because that would never work on my hair, but for her it works perfectly fine. She has quite a head of hair for her age, but it's not the same texture as what I expect it to be later on in life, so I'm just using coconut oil. It's natural, it's organic, it's really easy to use, and it's agreeable to her. She has no issues. I did a patch test a long time ago to see that it would actually go well with her skin, and she didn't have any reaction, so I've stuck with coconut oil. So after I kind of rub it into her hair, I'll take the comb and I'll comb it out. You can see she's not really sensitive to me combing it. I've been doing this for quite some time and she's used to the sensation. I've actually kind of sped this up a little bit just so that you don't see how slow I'm going because I'm not actually going this fast. She's really patient, and the funniest thing is she actually just wants to chew on my fingers. So once I'm done combing up all these little areas of her hair, combing in different directions to make sure that there are no knots, she'll be done. And so the last thing I'll do after I'm done clothing, bathing, and all of those things is nurse her, just to make sure she stays happy, she's well fed. And I like nursing her after I bathe her, just to make sure she doesn't have any spit up or throw up afterwards on her clean clothes.
So that's it. I hope that was fun and helpful for you to see how I bathe my baby. Maybe it'll give you some ideas. Maybe for some extra context, when my baby first got back from the hospital, she actually didn't like taking baths. Like taking baths, she'd scream her way through it. But this is the routine that I found has been helpful for her. It's been calming for her, and now it's been something that we both enjoy. So thank you for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, asante sana, you are the best. Please like and comment below, because I actually do follow and I actually will reply. And also subscribe and join the sisterhood. Until then, tune in for the next video. Love, love, love.